What's up, everyone? Welcome back to My Panther Pride, episode 27, Jess. We are saying every week or every other episode, dude.
It's every episode.
It's every episode. We're just flying, dude.
Yeah, they're moving fast, especially, dude, as soon as the season started, it's like,
Yeah, we started going to 2 episodes a week.
yep. But how you doing, man? I mean, it's Thursday. We got a few more days, but we got good news. We got good news to share. We got some good games to break down here. So you're muted.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited. I muted myself. Some of the kids were walking in the house.
Gotcha. I was just making sure.
So, but no, man. Like you said, there's been a lot of big news that's came out throughout the week.
Mhm.
Do you want to save some of our Michigan news for later, or you want to top off some of it now?
I mean, let's wait to see how it blends into the game, I think. But I mean, everybody knows the news. It's not like a big secret or anything.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So, man, I was looking up the schedule earlier this week, and I remember I texted you. I was like, damn, we got some good football this weekend, dude.
Should be great game. I mean,
if you're just looking at the matchups.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do so hot last week, but they were still great games regardless. I mean,
yeah, there was a few mistakes that were made. I think a lot of it was coaching, and then some of it was not seen by the refs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I after some time, I've seen some things I'm not happy about. I didn't realize how egregious the
push off was.
Yeah.
The second one, right?
Yeah. Yep. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was there, but I thought I saw some, at least a little bit of, hand fighting back and forth. But
yeah, and then somebody else said that the reason why DJ Miller tripped on the first one was because he pushed off too.
What's going on, James?
What's up, Unc? Glad to have you here,
sir.
But
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's all in the past. I hate to dwell on it, and I really hope that they weren't. I hope they, you gotta have a quick, especially with such a short season, you gotta have a real short memory. So hopefully they saw it, got mad about it, sent in their paperwork. I'm sure the UFL has write-ups to get, because the NFL does, to the refs, like, hey, this is the call, this is what we think, and then the NFL will come back, say, hey, you're right, we fucked up.
The thing that gets me is every score is reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that it got past the refs and the mobile command center for both passes. First one I'll give to him. The second one was super egregious. You could see full arm length extension to create separation. So, but I don't think that would completely change the game. I think some other coaching strategies would have definitely leaned more in our favor.
But 2 big bombs, 2 big scores, that's definitely gonna help. What happened?
You kind of froze for a second, and both my computer screens went black, but they came back. So
we're here.
I was like, what's going on? Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you want to get into that?
Yeah.
Game number 1, or you got something else? Oh, okay.
Ryan was asking what time the tailgate starts on Sunday. We're going to start at 9:30. That's what time we're going to try to be there and set up. And it's on the corner of Brush and Madison, right in front of the courthouse.
Yeah. We're trying to look at the rain right now. It's looking like it's going to be, light leading into the game, but we'll play it by ear, but we're going to try to be there regardless. I think I might go pick up a canopy just to keep at least the food dry.
Yeah. What's up, Lupe? We are too. Trust me, we are too.
I think I joked about it, but I think Mike Nolan read the article I wrote to him. That wasn't to the fans. That was directly to coach.
He said, "Oh, Jesse from my Panther Pride's pissed. I better change my my system up." It was all you, dude.
Yeah.
It wasn't the rest of the league and the entire fan base.
Yeah, it wasn't literally everyone. It was that one article.
Yeah, it was you. So first game of the week, Arlington heading to St. Louis. St. Louis this will be their second home game in a row. Man, they got loud. They definitely had the 12th man.
Oh yeah, that 30-something. I can't remember the exact number. I think James Lars put it out at some point, but the false starts and it
played a big role.
It plays a factor, and especially when you're used to 10 or so thousand. I mean, granted, in Ford Field it's a little louder because it's a dome, but it's not. Right. It's not the same.
It's not 30,000.
Yeah, exactly. St. Louis is 3.5-point favorites in this game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, another one, like we said before we started, great lineup of games this week.
Mm-hmm.
And Arlington and St. Louis, that's a XFL matchup right there. So that's big for that conference. And Arlington's been looking good. They've had some.
Haven't they been at home Have they been at home in the last 2 weeks?
St. Louis?
No, Arlington.
Yeah. I know they played in Arlington last week.
I feel like they've been there for 2 weeks. Don't quote.
They might have been.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they take it on the road, especially after the last second, effort for DC to win the game last week. They gotta be so pissed. Fans, players. I mean, they were marching, man.
I don't even have one of my sweatshirts. We got to get Jesse sweatshirts on the store.
Dude, you send it to me. After this, you're not getting off.
Yeah, we're gonna get on here. We're gonna change the password.
Yep.
So
I can't remember where I was with Arlington. Oh yeah, I feel like them losing the game off that interception last week. I mean, they were marching. They were ready. I mean, watching it, it seemed like they were going to take the game. Personally, I mean, especially with the way things have developed.
Yeah, and we've said it before. Like Arlington is looking like 2023 Arlington. They're competitors for sure.
And I know Tamu didn't have a lot of yards, but he still was able to sway the game. I mean, he scored a touchdown. I think he had like 30 yards or something like that. But looking at St. Louis, the way that they're rolling with Duggan, I'm wondering if how that's gonna affect them, because he was running.
Yeah, how's Arlington's defense gonna attack Duggan?
Right.
And be able to cover Hakeem. St. Louis has a pretty potent offense if you think about it. Their running back room's pretty stout. They got some pretty stout receivers. They got
their line's solid. I mean, I know I said Wilkins. I know Manny Wilkins got hurt, but I don't know if anybody's watched it. It wasn't like he tackled into it or anything. It was literally pushing off his plant foot. So this should be a fun game, man. I'm excited. Sure. I mean, I think it's going to be. I don't have the over under here because I'm on Fox, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably got to be at least 30, 38, 39, 40.
It's like every other game of the season, 37.5.
Well, our last one was 40.5, I think. And then this one's 40.
It might have been 37 or 39.
Oh, maybe this next one's 40. But yeah, they're starting to pick up, man.
Yeah, for sure. Like we've alluded to in previous episodes, the teams are starting to gel now. It's like we're past that first 3-4 weeks of preseason where these guys know what it's like to work in a game with each other.
Yeah, well, obviously Arlington not the same, but with St. Louis, you get those first few weeks, you have your training camp, you announce your guy, and then something happens like Manny Wilkins with his injury to his leg, and then you're kind of feel like you're in limbo. But then, I mean, St. Louis, they just came out with Duggan and they're about to go, home again. So you're excited, but all those mix-ups added with just the season trying to settle down. And then you have like almost a ramp up when somebody gets injured or, all the coaching changes, just everything that's happened so far through the season. So I'm really excited for it to just be dialed into the matchups that are happening on the field.
Right. Yeah, I get that. 100%, dude.
So
Anything else for St. Louis Arlington? What's your pick? I brought up the game. You gave your pick first.
Oh, okay. I think that St. Louis is going to take this game at home. I do like Arlington, and I think that they've been doing well, but I think they're going to run the ball better than they did last week. Arlington will, even though they didn't really pop off a lot. They were starting to get production out of it. So I think Arlington is going to run the ball well, but I don't know if they're going to be able to contain the offense. Like you said, I mean, they're going to be so focused on Max Duggan, and then they have to worry about Butler on the outside.
Yep. And it's a lot. Got Jacob Sailors and Ricky Persons in the backfield.
Yeah. And on top of that, you got 30,000 fans. I wonder if anybody's going to get slapped this week, man. Like what?
Yeah, I kind of want to know what happened to that fan.
Yeah,
if any kind of repercussions happened to him, or because I guess we're going to lean into it a little bit now with Nacua only getting a 1-game suspension for slapping a fan. That to me, that screams that there was something else that happened prior to that recording starting. I don't care what Adonis Alexander was doing over here on the side, if he wasn't angry or whatever, and just like poking fun and escalating the situation more than it should have been. But because a lot of people were saying if he got spit on, Adonis wouldn't have been acting the way he was acting, all cool, calm, and collected. But it didn't happen to him.
Right, exactly. So he's observing and he's there with his teammate. He's not
right.
And that's, I mean, last week some people kind of got upset when I'm like, it's not his fault. But I mean, dude, if it doesn't happen to you, you are in charge of your people. But I mean, he's his own free man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was kind of leaning on the side of Adonis may have seen some repercussions from it too, because he was in the vicinity and didn't stop it.
He clearly had more backstory than we did. I mean, his reaction or lack thereof,
Right.
All right. Well, quit delaying, man. What are you thinking here?
Man, I should have fucking.
I'm gonna go on the opposite from you. I'm gonna go Arlington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think that the crowd,
it's gonna be tight. Like I see it being between 3 and 10 points.
Mm-hmm. Which I'll take any of those.
Yeah, but I think Arlington's gonna squeeze this one out.
That's a good way to start it, man. We didn't gotta agree with each other.
Right.
So you think Perez is gonna lock in after that flub last week? Because I mean, you ain't putting that on nobody but him,
Right. Yeah. But I think Luis is gonna definitely be in a different mindset. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be locked in. He's gonna go into St. Louis knowing what the mission is.
Right. All right. So splitting it up first game. I got St. Louis, you got Arlington. I mean, I would love to see St. Louis lose. I don't think they're gonna.
Right.
All right. Well, now rolling on the second game.
So, Memphis at Houston at TDECU. How do you like? Houston's been definitely firing up, heating up. So has Memphis. Big win last week with Dresser win at QB. First game playing in the UFL in quite some time because he played for the Vipers in the XFL.
Yeah, showing the wheels, showing the arm, leading them. I mean, I don't know if did you see that social media thing where they brought in, they said it was like Dresser Wings.
Yeah.
Some wing company brought him in. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. But, I mean, we got 2 non-starting quarterbacks at the beginning of the season. Or yeah, Dresser's been there, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so is McClendon. So, I mean, I'm excited for this, man.
Yeah, like Houston's offense has definitely been picking things up. But Memphis's defense, man, we've talked about it before. Jaron Horton and them Maulers, bro. They're a force to be reckoned with, especially once they if they can get a bunch of 3 and outs and stay fresh. That's a defense to be reckoned with for sure. I think they're like the second or third defense in the league, to be honest.
Points scored, you're saying? Like point defense? So. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. We've been kind of harping on this since before the season even started. We knew this was going to happen. I mean, it took them some time to get going, but they're still firing on all cylinders, that defense.
Right. And on the other side with Houston and McClendon at the helm, ever since we seen him step on the field, man, he was the field general. You know what I'm saying?
He's
took
not
charge.
perfect. Yeah, he's not perfect, but he does. He commands the team when he's on the field.
Yeah, he's definitely taken Houston and turned them a 180. They're a completely different team. First few weeks, I was not stressed about them towards the end of the season, having them on the back half of our season.
Till they started gaining momentum, man.
Yeah, now they're gaining some momentum. So I think you know what, we got them 7-10. I think it is, or 8-10.
Hold up. Got my super overcomplicated book here. Find it somewhere.
But they could be a completely different team at the end of the season. Just like Birmingham. They have a few weeks to figure themselves out before we see them again.
Yeah, weeks 8 and 10. Yeah, May 17th and then May 31st.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 8 and 10, and then we have Birmingham in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. 8, 9, and 10 are all conference games.
Yeah, what do we call it? The XFL island we're in right now.
Yeah, the XFL stretch.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your thoughts on this one? I kind of think we're gonna end up on the same side of this coin.
I don't know, man. This one's tough.
Yes. Strength against strength is always tough, but I'm gonna lean with the coach, you know, that is working. Yes, McClendon looked good, and but I feel like Dresser Wynn he's made Memphis look clean almost. You know what I'm saying? They cleaned up a lot of the stuff that they needed to on offense, and I feel like it's due to his skill set. And then on the flip side of that, like I said, you have Jaron Horton in the defensive, you know, powerhouse that I think is going to be. So I think that Memphis is going to go on the road and take this, man.
So I want Memphis to win this game, so it works against Houston in the standings, like in the conference standings.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Houston has been looking like the better team the last couple of weeks.
I mean, they do look good, like, but I just think that
they look better. I'm not gonna say they look good, but they look better.
Well, I'm thinking comparatively, they look good. If you compare to when CJ's getting yelled at by his own people,
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, now he's mixing up receivers on the sideline, but that's the different story.
Right.
So you're taking Houston on this one?
Yeah, another one where we're split.
All right.
Well, we both know on the next.
I hope so.
Want to do our game last again?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so we're gonna do our game last because we're gonna take the longest on that game, of course.
We got Memphis rolling with, and Memphis special teams.
I mean, yeah.
I mean that they've helped us out. Special teams, not Memphis' special teams, ours, but
yeah, I would like to see Memphis win because we've already kind of gotten them guys out of our way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we kind of know how to beat them. So if we do end up, because the whole league right now is a toss-up on who could be in the postseason.
Mm-hmm. This is we have to win these next few games, man.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that 110%. Ooh, I got a typo on the next one.
How dare you?
How dare I? But so you're going Memphis, I'm going Houston.
Yes, sir.
Our Houston fans are like that, KJ, and I don't know if Ref watches, but
I'm sorry, boys.
I'm sorry, boys. It's all right. Next game, San Antonio at Birmingham. This one is another one because these are like a hot and cold. They're both hot and cold teams. Like they've showed really good good portions, and they've also been upset. Like what's San Antonio 2-3 right now?
Oh,
and Birmingham's 3-2.
Let me see.
Or are they 1-4?
Brahmas are 1-4, and Stallions are 3-2. Yeah, you're right. Wow, my computer's going wild right now. It's doing what yours did.
Jeez.
I mean, what after last week? How do you think that San Antonio is going to respond? I mean, they didn't lay a goose egg, but they might as well have.
Yeah. I know that our friends from Horns Forward were not too pleased with that performance
At home.
Yeah, for their first home game, for that to happen, that's not good.
So
now they're back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
So, but on the same, now we got Birmingham, who's lost 2 in a row, right?
Yep.
2 in a row, and now they're home.
Was it 2 in a row?
Hold on.
I don't think it was in a row, but they've lost 2 games this season.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, because they just beat Houston. Okay. Well, regardless.
Yeah.
So they're back at home after a loss.
Yeah, had we seen how Skip answers to losses?
Mm-hmm.
He does not like it. So I don't know, man.
I want the Brahmas to return to the way they were, but after the way that
they played last week,
not only the way that they played, but the way that they made Houston look, which that's what I'm kind of banking on happened. I don't know if they're going to be able to. You can't mess around when you're going into Birmingham.
No, you always got to expect Birmingham to be Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're 3-time champions for a reason.
Especially now, Cookus.
Yeah. So yeah, you just got to expect to be playing that team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So San Antonio,
they're going to be sound, and San Antonio was not. That's basically how I'm evaluating this matchup here. So
I think this is another game where we're going to fall on the same side of the coin, even though we don't want to.
No, I want it the other way.
Right. So, I mean, let's just say it.
Yeah,
we're going to go with Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham home after last week, and then, like I said, the way that San Antonio looked on the field and the way that Mond was, they're not gonna just let him be back there comfortable,
Right.
But yeah, so I think Birmingham, and I don't even think it's gonna be that close, unfortunately.
Yeah. For our San Antonio friends.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they have a great time.
We don't hate on any fan bases. I mean, there's one fan base that we'd like a little bit less than the rest, but I think everybody feels that way besides for that super large fan base that they're a part of.
It's pretty much a trope at this point, everybody.
Yeah. The other 7 teams just does not like St. Louis.
No. All right, well, we're locked into that one, so at least we got some 2 similar ones. So this is, again, not the last game of the weekend. It is before the San Antonio game, but we're doing it last because it takes us a while.
Right. Usually when we jump into our games, we take a little bit longer because it's our team. Yeah. We're a Michigan Panthers podcast.
Yeah. I would hope it'd be.
But, man, this week, after how Te'amu played last week, our defense is really going to have to do their thing. I don't think they have to step it up, but they're going to have to play their game.
They have to step it up. After last week, after what? I mean, again,
after what Duggan did to them.
Again, our secondary, granted, DC as well, their secondary, their top 4 tacklers for the last week were also secondary players. Ours, Frank Ginda was like 3rd or something like that. But so that's a problem, especially when you're bringing another relatively mobile quarterback in. I think they definitely need to tighten up, and we need to figure out. I don't know. I don't think we're necessarily going to go spy, but we have to account for
Te'amu.
Yeah, we have to account for him. We can't just let it happen or let those constant, sweeps like just keepers, man. I don't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put some pressure on him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And lock and contain. If we
Definitely.
put some pressure and contain the edges to where he can't scramble out of the pocket and extend plays and like either rush for 10 yards or, you know, get out of the pocket and drop a bomb.
Yeah.
Like we just can't let that happen like it did to us last week.
Yeah, man. I am so excited for this game because
Oh, I know, because
DC, Teamu, and then the Panthers with Perk. Dude, this is gonna be a great. Well, I'm so happy this is a home game.
So are you gonna go sit behind DC next?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
I'll let Derek know that your seats will be open.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I'm just
sit in the sea over there. But yeah, one thing I will say though is we've talked about it, I think the last like 3 weeks now. When it comes down to it, Teamu is not, when he's put under pressure, he's not the most accurate all the time. He can make some wonderful throws and make it, come back and win a game, or he's going to miss your receivers and 1, 2, and 3 downs and then get sacked on 4th. Like you don't know what's going to happen. Or he can rush a touchdown like he did last week.
Yeah, he's another one of those players that have been hot and cold so far this year.
But we got our boy back full time. Full time, he's here.
I got to step away for a second.
Sorry,
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I got somebody to take care of it.
Okay.
But
yeah, man, we got Perkins back. It's announced. Yeah. Everybody here definitely knows it.
QB1.
QB1.
No split reps.
No split. I just the way I worded it, my shakedown, I said Perkins is finally in the kitchen with no sous chef. Just him in the kitchen, man, cooking.
Yeah, QB1.
Yeah,
I'm happy about that because, like I said, last week he was 11 for 12, and coach pulled him.
Yeah, before
how that would be like the Lions in the middle of a game. Jared Goff's heating up. Oh no, we're gonna throw in Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
Just like.
Hey man, he. I don't know if he's openly said, yeah, that's on me, but it is. He put him in. He made the decision. So.
Right.
We'll see what's going on, man. I'm excited. I mean, we touched on, no Samson this week, but I'm very hopeful. I haven't seen anything about injury reports yet, but I'm really hopeful.
Have pulled up right here.
You do. Is Devin Ross on it?
He is, but
limited.
Yes.
Limited. Okay.
Dang it. Window.
What's going on, man?
I'm trying to find.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Which window? Is this it? Yes, this is the right.
There we go.
Right. So Noah Dawkins.
Get in here.
That's good. He's been. Walter Palomore. He's limited. Seth Vernon.
No practice.
Well, we kind of figured because we brought in both of the backups.
I think we signed the punter, didn't we?
Yes, Simone, I think his name is Lyria.
That sounds very correct to me.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And Devin Ross, he's limited, and usually if they're limited towards earlier in the week during practice, usually by Friday, Saturday they're full go.
Yeah.
So, and I reached out to Devin today, and he said, "Hopefully, man, I'm looking forward to coming back." And I said, "Well, we really need you, without Samson."
Yeah. We do.
It's not like we need him, but I mean, he's definitely going to help.
He's a big help, especially he's been having both of them been heating up. I mean, I'm really proud of our wide receiving core in general for the way that they've responded through the trade of Sims and just kind of being I'm not, there's not a lot of huge names, granted, because it's what the league is, but we have a very talented and diverse wide receiver
core for sure. I mean, we got we've talked about it on the last couple episodes. Not last week, but the week before, we had 7 different receivers with targets.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we had 9.
9, yeah.
So we're spreading the ball out. It's not like we have a designated wide receiver 1 like we've talked about.
No.
And they could just be like, all right, this is the guy that we got to watch. This is the guy that we got to double team.
No, you got to look everywhere. And we're constantly switching out our packages and throwing tight ends in there and throwing Sheardon on the outside.
Yeah, there's been a couple times where I was like, oh, man, we have 2 tight ends in right now. We're in a big jumbo package.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see, I think Powell did not practice on Wednesday. So for DC.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I hope he stays healthy and it's nothing major. But for the team, I mean, that's another issue we don't have to worry about.
I hope he's sitting out this week.
Mm-hmm. What else? Kenny Willekes is continuing to be a beast, man. Yeah, that guy. I think he's only got 2.5 sacks on the season, but that guy's a team guy, man.
Yes, he's in there on a lot of the plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he's not directly involved, he's influencing it or not knocking people over to get through or get for somebody else to get through.
Right. Him and Frank, man, they work so well together to put pressure on the edges, or like Willekes will be containing, and then here you see Gidnick coming right through the middle to make the play.
Yeah. Very smart, man. Very smart players. Palmore too.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't talked about it recently, but we have talked about it on the show before. That just shows that these guys have worked together before. Mm-hmm. They know the team camaraderie. They kind of just, like, I know when I'm working with somebody, if I've worked with them for a while, we don't even got to talk to each other while we're at work. You just make the looks, and you guys know what each other's doing.
Yeah, me and my best friend for a while, we cooked at a country club, and when me and him were the 2 chefs on, it was just like you didn't even have to think. You know, I'm like, go to turn around to grab a spatula, and he's like handing it to me, or like, I see he needs cheese. You know, it's random stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, I'm already here. I can get this. It's like one machine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big cohesive unit that's complementing each other.
Yes, sir.
And like, what was our biggest win this season? We just played all-round complimentary football. I think it was against Memphis when Devin had like 212 yards returning.
Yeah. All around, man.
Yeah, just like having your special teams, your offense, and your defense all clicking and working with each other to complement each other. That's how you win football games. Oh, yeah. You're winning at every stage of the game.
Yeah, kind of the same thing, you know, team wise. So nobody else is focused on one thing. The same thing we were just talking about, the wide receiver room. You know, you're diversified. You know, you may beat us. You know, our defensive unit may not be the strongest that week, but we are gonna come out, you know, special teams and offense, and we're gonna make up for where we can't. But needless to say, Michigan.
Oh yeah, definitely Michigan all the way. Like, we're homers, guys. No,
not denying that.
There.
No. I mean, I'm going to take them every time, unless it doesn't make sense. But I mean, at this time, with what we have going on, and especially with Perkins getting the lead role, I think we got this.
Yeah, I definitely think. I don't think it's going to be like by a landslide. Like every game this week, I think is going to be close.
I got it
for the San Antonio game.
I got it at a 2-point game.
A conversion? I could see that. Somebody missing a conversion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. Or it could be a 1-point game where somebody misses a conversion but gets a field goal.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Oh, snap. We got 3 comments back to back. My bad. We didn't have the thumbnails and stuff prepared to put posts out before we got on. Yeah. That's on us, Mike, not on you.
My bad, Mike.
My bad. It's not Mike. It's the Motor City Prowler.
Oh, oops.
Whoops. Letting out aliases and stuff.
I know.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game this week, Chris. Are you gonna make it? Dude, we would love to meet you. If not, maybe next time. Maybe we'll have to set up to go to DC next year.
I mean, look at the spread on our game is 2.5. Here, let me cover these.
2.5.
So Houston is a favorite against Memphis, 4.5 favorite, and then the Brahmas. Oh no, Birmingham. Sorry, I saw the B and I got excited. Birmingham is 9.5 point favorites against the Brahmas.
How many games do we need to win to be in the playoffs? That it all comes down to what teams win how much in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to tell that right now. But I think with another 2 conference wins, if we win one against Houston, one against Birmingham, depending on how the other 3 teams go.
It goes by total wins. Unless it goes to total wins, then it goes to conference wins.
Oh,
so if we have more wins, I mean, right now, I think this is the week where somebody might be knocked out. So if we basically, if they have mathematically no chance of getting the same wins that we have, then they're out and we're in at that point.
Right.
So at the halfway point, we're sitting good. We just got to finish strong.
Chris is saying he loves when DC is the underdog and that they haven't lost when Vegas has made them an underdog.
Yet.
Oh. And then Mr. Prowler letting us know not to forget about the tailgate. We do have a tailgate this Sunday, 9:30 a.m. on the corner of Brush and Madison, right in front of the courthouse. We will be out there unless the rain is too crazy. We're not going to try to have a bunch of people out there while it's raining.
Bam.
There we go. Chris won't make the game. Motor City Prowler saying we need at least 3 conference wins. We have 2 of them right now.
There we go.
I figured if we got to 4, that'd put us in a good position.
I know. We just need everybody we need to stay the course, stay healthy, get through to, 8, 9, and 10. That's what that's going to be like the gamut on our way into the playoffs.
Chris said that he'll be heading to San Antonio next Friday, though. That should be cool. Hook up with the Horns Forward guys.
Absolutely.
Find SAJ or BD or
Brahma Babe
10 or Brahma Babe. Let them know you guys are coming into town. It will be a good time. Mm-hmm. They're cool people. They came and hung out with us at our first tailgate.
They had a rough time in Detroit. Some people just aren't built for the city, we'll say. We'll leave it at that.
Well, I mean, they kind of got shafted with their
they shafted themselves.
Yeah. As soon as their first Airbnb canceled on them, they should have texted one of us and been like, "Hey, what's a good area?"
Yeah, or "Hey, can you pick me up from the airport?" And then when I take them to their Airbnb, be like, "No, we're getting you a hotel."
Yes, can't let you stay here. I mean, they were close to the field.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but
that's not a good thing.
Down Gratiot on Side Street, they was in the hood.
But. Yeah, so our tailgate, as we talked about in the beginning of the show, we're going to try. Hopefully the, rain pushes out. Right now it's supposed to be like light rain from 6 on for the rest of the day. So we'll try getting a canopy. I think we'll probably be out there regardless. So as long as it's not torrential downpouring, which is not looking like, it's about 20% coverage when I sent you that thing earlier today. So
yeah. And we live in Michigan, so the weather's always flipping changing here, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was just 80 degrees yesterday.
Don't even talk about that.
Don't even talk about that.
But, it stays cold forever, and then it gets hot out of nowhere, man. Like what?
Yeah, for one day, and then it goes back to being stupid.
We have clearance.
Yeah, we have clearance.
Top secret.
Yeah, we can let out his government.
Don't call me by my government name.
He says 3 wins total. So 3 more wins total. So that's 6 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I definitely think we can beat Birmingham for the second time, dude. Or well, for our first time, but the second time we play them this season.
I knew what you meant, but I was like, that didn't sound.
Yeah, as I said,
very
it didn't
delusional.
sound right.
We beat him last time. We beat him the time before that.
I think I got my history mixed up if I said it like that.
No, it was just the way it was worded.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like last year, whenever I first started, and I think it was by week 6 we knew Birmingham was going, and then by week 7 we knew we were going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'd be nice, but I kind of like the thrill, man. The thrill of the hunt.
Mike says he doesn't see Memphis or Houston winning 6. I don't know.
They're turning tail, man.
Completely different teams than what started week 1, 2, and 3. Like
I like what Chris said better.
Yeah, dude, I would love that. I'm down for an extra game.
Yeah, bring them here.
Bring them all here.
Do we automatically get tickets to that, right? Or do we have to pay?
We get first dibs being season ticket holders.
Okay.
Chris is saying that if we make it, we'll have to slug it out with Memphis again. Which I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, maybe not. Beating a team 3 times in one season, that's a difficult feat.
That was very decisive. That's very, very decisive.
What, me?
No, our last game against Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Almost said Michigan. Our last game against Michigan.
He said, but they lose this week. Who? DC?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Memphis.
Oh, I would say DC because that's his team. Chris said, "Yep, but
that's
has a garbage defense.
Their offense is the only thing leading it, and I mean, when you put strength against strength with a extreme weak, that's
yeah. I see what you're saying there.
McClendon can't play linebacker, man.
That was good. McClendon can't play linebacker.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
Yeah, he can do it all. We covered the slap, heard around the world. We covered our
tailgate,
MPP Sithkits and biscuits. God, dude, I do that every time.
Sithkits and biscuits,
gravy. It's the TH.
Yeah, it just
gives me automatic
good when you're reading it and you say it in your head.
Nope.
But trying to say it out loud, it's like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so we covered those. Do we got anything else? Anything special we got going on this week? I mean,
we have that one idea that we haven't really set in stone yet to do with that thing from the.
Oh yeah,
Chris Mason says lift the band game on Nakua. As much as we would love that, I can't condone it, man.
He needed something. You need something. I expected the rest of the season, to be honest with you. I mean, did I want it? No, but I'm like, dude, come on. You're like, we kind of talked about it, and it's like, because it's such a young budding league, man. I mean, they're trying their hardest to keep their foot in the door, and then you have something like that happen, and it's like, ooh, and you know that's what everybody's going to cover. That's what most people hear about.
Oh yeah, we got so much publicity. The Panthers got so much publicity this week, but it's bad publicity. But
that's why
publicity is free publicity.
Also, then we got the Perkins news, which that seemed to like just cover everything up. It was like everybody's just so happy about that. They're like, which good job, PR team. We'll wash that over, sweep that right under the rug.
I would say good job to somebody, but I don't think they watch.
Houston's defense is number 3 in that's fantasy though. I mean, optics don't look that great.
Mahalo Nakua.
Oh,
I don't know what mahalo means.
I like that thing I made.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was slap of MF Nakua, man. MV Perkins, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, MV Perkins.
Yeah. Hey man, we host that playoff game. He's MVP.
That would be awesome. I think if we host a playoff game, there's potential to get towards like 15K.
Mm-hmm.
We just need our teams, our social media teams, and our PR teams to just like get on it. Come on, Jeremiah.
I know. We gotta get Pablo like to the other games. Like get him to the Pistons game tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Pistons are winning tonight.
Yeah, game 6.
All right, for nobody who knows, Pistons are in the playoffs. I know. I'll say it again. You didn't miss.
I think everybody knows that the Pistons are in the playoffs. And the Tigers, I know, like it's still like real short in their season. They're like ranked like 1 or 2.
They're number 1 as of now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's pretty much all I got, man.
So potentially, do you just by seeing this, I know it's a joke or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if we could really get the momentum going with a fan base that we could give St. Louis a run for their money?
I don't think so. No. I think Pistons in 7. Yeah, Pistons in 7. Sorry. I don't think so. I think that I think the hole that was left by the Rams, it's been filled.
That definitely has a lot to do with why the UFL does so good in St. Louis, because like you said, they had an NFL team and then it left.
Yeah.
And we have the Lions and they're doing good.
That's don't get me wrong. That's the problem we're having. I think that is the problem with gaining more or competing with St. Louis in the game day attendance, is that we have a successful product. I think maybe if the Lions were, at 0-16, God, don't let that ever happen again. But if we were still back in those dark days, I think maybe people are like, all right, let me go see a real team, because people would, the people, everybody talk like that around here forever, our lives. I mean, I was born in 1992, and the only thing they won was in 91, as opposed to the last few years. So when everybody asked me, why'd you fly out to the NFC Championship? I have waited my whole life for this.
Lupe says he thinks if the I think if the Lions help with promo, it could help. But they won't.
No. They're focused on them, man.
They are NFL money hungry Roger Goodell.
If it ever happens to where we end up as a NFL owned developmental league, that'd be a different story, because then you are promoting it like, okay, then you'll see, like with the NFL commercials, football's not over. When the when the playoffs are coming, you'd see all that.
More of what you love.
Exactly. But it's not. It's owned by the forces that be. So which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing.
Lions doing great has to hurt. I think so too. But there's a lot of Lions fans that can't afford tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are the people that we need to lean into, is the Lions fans that can't afford tickets during the regular season and want to get out in the spring and check out this new product. And it's a good product. I mean, Mike's true here too. Ford Field really doesn't want us, which sucks.
But I mean, if we can turn tail on that, we say we do host a playoff game, we end up with 16,000, then their eyes kind of come up a little more. And it's not
like, this has more potential than we originally thought.
Getting the actual workers of the field to be, happy that they're there, it is hard. I mean, they're just workers there to give you a hot dog. Like,
speaking of the workers, last week when we were there, or not last week, but the last game we were there, and we had Derek from Lions Syndicate with us. When he went live, when we took him down on the sideline, one of his followers seen that he was live, and he actually works at Ford Field. And he said that he actually follows us too. And then later in the third quarter, he was walking down on the field in front of our seats, and he's like, "Hey, you're the My Panther Pride guy." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, dude?" So that was kind of cool. We got a guy at Ford Field subscribed to us.
You know what I was thinking about? Remember that picture you gave me the other day, or you sent me with the kid with the sticker? I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah,
Right
no,
there.
that was cool.
But you know what's funny? I think that is the kid. Remember when I came up and I just handed those kids stickers and everybody's like, "Wow, you're being weird." And I'm like, "Dude, they were literally." I swear, he's looking at me like, "Can I have a sticker?" That's what his eyes said to me, and I think that was him. So I think I was like, gave it to the exact right person.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm pretty sure his dad posted the picture in the comment or the caption said, when that Facebook group you follow finds you.
Yep.
I was like, heck yeah, man, this is cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Brent. I know you've been trying, dude.
We got weird times. You can, you can hear my
sometimes
family.
we do 5:05, sometimes we do 5:15. We're still working on it.
I officially walk the stage tomorrow, though, so I don't have to worry about any more courses, no more college. Your boy's going to be a master's graduate.
Heck yeah. Are you still doing the internship over at Pell?
Yeah, that ends
4 weeks.
Yeah, that ends on the 12th. So I'm really hoping that I have next week I have my evaluation. So, but I had like a talk with the CEO, kind of been trying to weasel my way in. So I'm hoping to get a full-time gig there.
Yeah, I don't think you'll really have to worry about that. Mike's true here. Families need to check us out for sure. I mean, you see, I got 5 season tickets, bro. You know what I'm saying? I take the kids all the time. There's only one game that we haven't taken the kids to this year, and that was the second Friday night game.
The first game we brought, or we didn't bring Ellie. The first time we didn't bring her, Bree was like, "You should have just bought 3." Now,
right? So,
thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. And for all of you guys that don't know, he's graduating with a 4.0. He sent me his picture today. Screenshot.
I didn't think it was going to happen, but we had something happen with a teacher on campus. I'll keep his business and so I ended up getting a new teacher and was able to, work backwards because it was not run well.
Right.
But yeah, I ended up with a 4.0, man. That's crazy. I didn't even get a 4.0 on my undergrad. I had like 3.86. Proud of that.
Yeah, that's that hard work and dedication, man. I need to do something. Go back to school.
Uncle Sam paid for it.
Yeah,
Thank you, U.S. Navy. I got in my 36-month GI Bill, I got a undergrad and a graduate degree. So
hell yeah, man.
That's pretty. Most people do undergrad in 4 years.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. But merch link in the bio. We got shirts and windbreaker on there right now. And as soon as we get off, we're gonna put Jesse's crew neck on there. So
some comes something. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So you got anything else? We've covered the slap. We've covered QB1. We've covered the games, tailgate, merch link.
Oh, one thing, power rankings around the league. We didn't fall like I kind of thought we were. I know situational, but I kind of thought that we might take a tumble, but seems like people are seeing what we're seeing as well.
Right. I have noticed that on most of the power rankings, we're still right around 4, and I can't disagree with that.
I don't know how to do this.
Hua. My brother was in the Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Navy's got the lamest one. There's a hoo-yah. It's like, what the heck? Not hoorah, not hoo-yah. Hoo-yah.
Hoo-yah. Can I get a hoo-yah?
Share
screen. Let me see. Bam.
I think we do. I think we have kids ones on there.
Something like that, Brent?
Yeah, unisex small. We can see about adding them, though. I don't know if they have kids ones.
Yeah, we can look for
We're getting on there today, and we will add some, because I've had quite a few people ask me, and we always just have to get out of here.
Go Army, beat Navy. The sign behind me, Lupe, I ordered from Orient Neon. Came from China before the tariffs went into effect. So,
hey, wait. I got one more thing. Let me share my screen. Right here. That's for you, Chris. And our uniforms were better.
That's funny.
Just saying. Oh, but all right, man. Damn, it's an hour already. We are bad at time management, huh?
Oh, we're terrible at it.
Good thing we don't get paid for it.
Right. I still got to feed these kids.
Yeah, I gotta go upstairs. Bree's home, so I gotta go say hello before we do that. But do not close this app, sir.
No, definitely won't.
Oh.
Mahalo.
Hang loose. I
So,
actually got flown out of Hawaii off deployment. I messed my back up. Had to go get surgery. Got flown from Hawaii to Washington.
nice.
Yeah.
But
Let's get out of here, man.
yeah, as always, Panther fans, remember,
Let's hunt. Oh,
let's hunt.
you didn't say remember last week. Screwed me up.
Oh, my bad. St. Louis sucks.